The Australian government has introduced a landmark bill into Parliament to ban a number of social media platforms for children under 16. If the law is passed, online firms could face up to $33 million in fines if they fail to comply with the new regulation. CNA's Roger Maynard reports.
If this bill is passed by Parliament, and there are strong indications it will be, Australia will be the first country in the world to impose a ban on young people under the age of 16 accessing social media. It'll cover most of the popular sites such as Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Reddit and X, formerly known as Twitter. But how will the ban work in practice? The 17-page document, which is being presented to Parliament, is relatively short on detail, partly because no one else has so far succeeded in doing anything quite like this before. It'll be up to the Australian e-Safety Commissioner to decide how to go about it and how to address the challenges the new law would create. What we know so far is that the ban will apply to all children under the age of 16, regardless of whether they already use these sites or whether parents allow them to do so. It'll be up to the social media companies themselves to police the new laws by preventing young people under the age of 16 from having an account. But that's easier said than done, of course, and young people themselves are usually quite technically adept at getting around any problems they face on the internet.
But for too many young Australians, social media can be harmful. Almost two-thirds of 14 to 17-year-old Australians have viewed extremely harmful content online, including drug abuse, suicide or self-harm, as well as violent material.
Predictably, the social media companies themselves are not happy with the ban, claiming the new legislation might push young people into dangerous, unregulated parts of the internet. And Australia's Human Rights Commission is also critical, suggesting that while the ban is designed to protect children from harm, it was likely to have a negative impact on young people when it came to their own human rights. It said less restrictive options should be preferred over a blanket prohibition. More than 100 Australian academics have also come out against it, describing the ban as too blunt an instrument. Even so, the government is determined to press on and will look at various age verification trials in the months ahead. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese admits the new law will not be foolproof and might be subject to review further down the line. We all know technology moves fast, he told Parliament, and some people will try to find ways around these new laws. But that is not a reason to ignore the responsibility we have, he added. Roger Maynard, CNA, Sydney.